Alright, the reason why I'm shooting this video is because I don't see a very comprehensive video on using the new sequencer on the MODX. Now we all know that the MODX, you can make your patches. I have, like, for instance, this patch that I use a lot is my acoustic piano pad with a pad and a bass to the side. And we know we have over here, we have my piano. Then here, if I do the wheel to the right, I have a same patch but with that electronic piano. And then, of course, my strings over here. And then here I have a brass ensemble, just in case if I'm playing some R&B and I can go. Anyway, and my bass. So anyway, but everybody that I've seen, I've only seen 2 videos on the sequencer, and they usually already have like some tracks, and Yamaha has not put out some instructions or anything. So yesterday I was all night trying to figure out until I did, and here is how it goes. So if you want to use the sequencer and be happy with your situation, then what you're gonna have to do is go to, whatever you are in the keyboard, no matter where you are, even if you're in a preset. Let's see, let me go to a live set. I'm gonna go to a preset set. Preset, let's say that we're in any preset, right? What you're gonna go is you're gonna press the button category, which is all the way to the right, is the second button from top to bottom. So category, and then it's going to take you to this page, and then in this page you're going to press initial. So basically you have all your categories here, and once you get to here you go initial, which is just gonna, and just pick this one, the normal AWM2, and press enter. And there it is. And now I have an empty template with like a really yucky keyboard, right? So let's say that I'm just gonna do a sequence. Forgive me. So you say it says not assigned right here. So you're gonna press that. And then you have your category search here. So you go category search. And now this time I'm gonna pick a drum. So for the instruction purposes, let's just pick a tempo. Now I'm gonna press record. On the left side of the screen you have all your transport controls. You're gonna press record, which takes you to a new window, and it takes you to a new pattern. Right, so right now I'm going to be on pattern 20, and I have my drums right here, and I have my time signature for 4, my position is 1, my length is going to be 4 beats. I'm going to change that to 2 just for quickness, and because it's going to be a drum loop, and off, the loop's going to be on, and we're good. So I'm going to just press play. I'm gonna hear a countdown, and then I'm gonna start playing. All right, now I gotta figure out how to quantize it. Oops, sorry. I have a little tripod right in front of my keyboard track. Pattern 2, no. Need a band split, clear, divide. See, this is where it gets note quantize. So I'm going to quantize to 120. Execute. Illegal parameters. So let's see, why are these illegal? Oh, because my measure is 1, and the end's got to be measure, what, 5? execute. There we go. Now this should take me to the other page again. See, that's where it gets confusing because I don't know how to go back. Oh, there I am. Now let's listen to it. That's better. Now I can change my length here to 4. And I'm going to add a bass. And let's just get this finger bass. But you see how they doubled up? A lot of people are getting stuck there. They're like, oh, why? What's going on? I'm going to press record. And what's going to happen is that you have to uncheck this while this is selected. Okay, this is where it gets confusing because now I have the bass alone. See, if I go like this, then it's the drums too. We don't want the drums, we just want the synth bass. So make sure that this white halo is selected and that you have the keyboard control on the bass only. And let's see. Got it. Now, that's better. Okay, so we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that's where I was getting stuck yesterday. So now where are my drums? You see, that's what happens. And I don't understand why it happens. So let me see here. That's pattern 21. I'm going to go back to pattern 20. So category search. Drums, round drums. So I'm gonna continue to do that. I continue to keep that. So it tells me to play bass. Finger bass. Change the length, but it's okay. Got our thing. Now I'm gonna add here I gotta stop the sequencer. See, that kind of sucks, but all right. So I'm gonna add a keyboard, and what's this? Like this. Case. See, I can still hear the bass. That's why it sounds like that. So I gotta take this bass out. And I don't like it. Category search. That's better. Just to speed things up, let's pick that one. Press exit. And we'll go according to my calculations, this should work. 2, 3, 4. Now I'm gonna add another. Let's go for some strings. Strings. Close enough for rock and roll. And exit and 1. See what happened? I forgot. And that's why I'm doing it like this. If you bear with me, the reason why I raised the other track is because I have it on replace and I forgot to deactivate these ones. So now I'm gonna have to deactivate these ones. Keep these ones activated and record the track. Activate this, and I'm gonna those. Now I'm gonna go back to the drums and I'm gonna look for some congas. Something like that. But no, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you, we press record and then we gotta change this from replace to overdub. And now we're good to go. Add a little cabasa. So we got that going on. Now we can go to mixing. And since the strings were kind of loud, I'm just gonna go to the strings, which are right here. And since they're at 127, I'm gonna bring them down to about 97. Let's see what happens. Reverb from here. Now check this out. This is my thing, right? So now I gotta go back here, and so I don't lose it, I'm still in initial normal like that. So I gotta press store as new performance, and I'll name it video test. Scene 1. Done. And there it is. So now I press rewind. There's my thing. So I have my scenes to my left. To the left of the keyboard, you have your faders, and under there you have your buttons called scene 1 through 4 and 5 to 8, right? So this is scene 1. Now what I'm gonna do right now is go to scene 2. All right, and in scene 2, there's nothing. So I'm gonna go to scene 2, and I'm gonna completely change the drums now. Let me change the length first of here. I gotta come up with something different. All right, here comes. All right, so I gotta record. I'm still in overdub, so I can go ahead and go cowbell. There we go. All right, and now I'll go to my bass. And let's take that. And I gotta see, I gotta, the keyboard controller, I gotta take it out and take it in. It's kind of like arming the track on a recorder. So if you think of it that way, like you gotta arm the track and disarm the track. All right, so back. All right, now that I have this, what we gotta do is you can switch from one scene to the other. So right now I'm in scene 2, and let me move the camera a little bit so you can see it. So this is, sorry about that. This is scene 1. I'm gonna press play. This is scene 2. When I'm ready to go to scene 1, I'll just press it now and it'll go. It's gonna go to scene 2. And like so, you continue to build your song through scenes, and you have 8 scenes. You see, scene 1 through 8, and then and then there's a song mode that I'm not gonna get into right now. I really just use this as a scratch pad. I usually use Cubasses or Logic? Cubase is on the iPad or Logic on the Mac to record. You know, I find Cubase in the iMac with the MODX to be an absolute joy to play. It's a really quick way of getting ideas down. And I actually recorded an album called Funky Grooves and All That Jazz. You can find it on AppleMusic and Spotify, completely just with the MODX and the iPad using Cubases. My plan was just to do like a demo and then go back and do Logic using different plugins and stuff. But I found that I mean, it just sounded good, and it was so intuitive, and it was very easy to use without having to update this and update that, and you're running out of memory and your hard drive is running. It just sometimes frustrates me working with a computer because there's so many security updates and file management, and this it can become cumbersome, while in the iPad it's just like it just works. Basically all I did was MODX, USB out to my iPad with a camera connection kit, and it worked like a thing. I would advise you to always, when you make a track on Cubases, make sure it's in stereo. Anyway, I hope you find this helpful, because let me put some background music here. I hope you find this helpful. I left the mistakes I made on the sequencer, I left them there in purpose in the video, because that is real of what happens to us when we're looking at new things, you know, and we don't understand things. There are a couple videos out there that show you how to use the sequencer, but they already have 4 tracks going, and they just add like 2 more tracks. And they just don't tell you about going to an initial layer thing, saving your performance, disabling and enabling this. And I just thought that this might be helpful for you guys, and I hope you guys like it. And remember, search Eddie Garrido. I'm gonna leave a link to my website there, and links to like Spotify and links to Apple Music, in case you guys want to listen to Funky Grooves and All That Jazz, which again was entirely recorded with a MODX and the iPad using Cubases. Play out music, stay strong. EddieG.com